It's actually not funny. It's actually not funny. um, this whole PD thing, man. I'll keep it real with you guys. I'll keep it all the way real, man. Innocent until proven guilty. Let's start there. Innocent until proven guilty. So we have to have that because if we don't have that, it's not a society. We cannot have a society where if you have allegations, you're already guilty. Because the weird thing about society now is we've now gone into this place where it's now guilty until proven innocent, which makes no freaking sense. You know that 50 Cent meme? He did that. Now, I'm not like, I wasn't there and everything, but you know what? It's like, where there's smoke, there's fire. Bro, you see, some of you guys may be watching this, maybe younger. I've known Puff Daddy since the beginning, since the 90s, introducing Biggie, Bad Boy Records. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. It's all about the Benjamins. And you know when you just have a sixth sense. So when all these allegations came out, when Cassie sued him and all those allegations came out, I was like, put it this way. If, let's say, they have these allegations about Mos Def or Common, I'll be like, or KRS-One, I'll be like, oh, that's surprising. Look, again, you can't judge a book by its cover, but that's surprising. But it's like, okay, Puff Daddy did all this stuff when you know that he's known for having parties, he's very flamboyant, he's very extravagant, he's very much out there, he's very expressive. It's like, so basically, at no point have I been like, man, that is shocking. I couldn't believe that. I'm like, oh wow, damn. Okay. Oh, PDD is having crazy sex wild parties. Yeah. Because we all know what a lot of these millionaires do. We all know what happens in Hollywood. And we all know how these guys roll. It's pretty out there. So when you put one on one together, you're like, oh yeah, it makes sense. These guys would act like this. So I'm not surprised. Like I'd be lying if I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so shocked." But you see, guys, you have to people because there's also people that says, "Wait a minute, you can't just say he's guilty, blah blah." You've got to use your brain. Why did he pay off Cassie? That's the first thing. I think his kids were handcuffed in that raid. His kids got handcuffed. He's now in Cape. Apparently, he's in Cape Verde, so nobody can even find this freaking dude. So you've left your kids at the home. They've been raided. They are arrested, and no one can find you. And apparently, they say Cape Verde doesn't have an extradition thing that they do. They don't extradite anyone, which is what your boy Robinho tried to do by going to Brazil. But then Brazil said, no, you're going to serve African time. But then you hear what guys like May says, when May says, like, no, I don't. He's, like for me, because you know what's so wild? So I tell you guys what's so wild is, does it stop here? Because could this be the tip of the iceberg? Could this be the tip of the iceberg? No, Diddy. Because I'm now hearing Jay-Z's name. I'm hearing other people's name, and those guys within those arenas. So look, not every allegation is true. Not everything is a cover-up. Not every conspiracy is real. But just from what I've seen and how things have unfolded, I'm saying for P. Diddy, bro, it just doesn't look good, bro. It just does not look good. It just doesn't look good. Because do you know what is so wild? How many people have come out and said this guy's innocent? That's the scary thing. Normally when stuff like this happens, it's supposed to say, oh no, he will never do like that. He's innocent of this stuff. Similar with the whole MJ thing. So guys were like, no, MJ would never do that stuff. I know MJ. So there were people who said he did it, guys who didn't do it. I've not heard anybody come to Puff Daddy's defense. All I've heard are people saying, oh yeah, I did see busloads of minors going to his place. Oh yeah. I was there at this party and we saw some freaky stuff. Do you know what it's like? It's similar to R. Kelly, where it was like an open secret of like, yeah, R. Kelly messes around with minors. That's what this guy does. We all know about AJ Nothing But a Number and what he was doing with Aaliyah. We all know that stuff. Dame Dash said that stuff. So that was like an open secret that people were like, oh, it is what it is. And it's so funny. So Cat Williams was trending, and Cat Williams was saying about how 2024, it's up for everybody. Everybody's going to expose, because you have to understand that, guys, back in the 90s, bro, there was no internet, there was no social media, there's no such thing as Me Too. So if you wanted to make it or be someone, you had to go to that casting couch and say what's up. You had to go to that mansion, and things will now pop off to get anywhere. So to get into the music industry, especially the music industry, we're not about the movie industry, but especially the music industry, the wild things that would go in the music industry is crazy. It's crazy. So, which is why how deep could this freaking go? How deep could this freaking go? Because it doesn't end with Puff Daddy. Look at what's happened with Russell Simmons, where he's literally disappeared now. Because back in the 90s, there were no checks and balances. There was no one monitoring anyone. There was no one that had any rights. So you could pretty much do whatever you wanted. And then let's say you went to Puff Daddy's place, minor, boom, 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 did illegal stuff towards you. You now go to the police now. Where is the evidence? First of all, look at how powerful Puff Daddy is. Look at how influential he is. Where is your evidence? What was society like back then? Are you going to have any real backing? Because there's a reason why I can't see this now, because it's like this is post Me Too, and it's a totally different world we're in now, as opposed to where we were like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 25 years ago. So it's a whole different world where guys feel, okay, no, I can now say what's up now. But I don't know, where the heck is this dude? The question was, did he do it? Did he do it? Now, people say that he did. So where is he? Because my thing though is, see, it's similar to Roman Polanski right now. Roman Polanski, you raped an underage girl. That's what you did. You raped an underage girl, and somehow those sick freaking psychos in Hollywood actually awarded you and gave you an Oscar for The Pianist, even though you are guilty of raping a man. And the reason why you can't step foot on American soil is because as soon as you step foot on American soil, Polanski, you're going to jail for raping an underage girl. That's what happened. So for Puff Daddy, the fact that you're away and you're gone right now, it makes you look really guilty. Because if you're innocent, come on. But you know what they were saying? This is the last I almost forgot. And I think I saw someone mention this baby before. When the feds come in, they've got something. The feds only raid you when they've got something. And I think those feds may have a little something, bro. It gets real.